Hello everybody, we are back, and we can see how big our city has gotten. It's gotten to be quite big, and there's all the poo going out this way. All the pitiful poo. Big. So, what kind of messes do we have to deal with? There's fires. I should really get the auto bulldoze tool. Is this building abandoned? It's probably been abandoned for a very long time. Because this is an entire section of town that we've completely neglected. Oh well. It's an interesting terrain feature right there. This area has been doing quite well. We have an abandoned building hiding down here. But we need to add a new commercial area. We kind of got this space here. All the trains are constantly stuck, so even with the modification I did down here, they're still getting stuck with that railway bypass. It's not having much luck with these bypasses, are we? With some of the, for the trains at least. Oh, now they're moving. Look at them go. And they are using the bypass, which is good, because it's the easiest way for them to get out. The passenger trains are just stuck in it. There's not much I can do about that. Hopefully it's not causing, like, critical issues for goods and stuff coming in and out of the city. The absolute spaghetti monster highway system here. The modifications did help. Now that's not remotely near as bunched up as it was before, which is good. The bypass was successful. Traffic acts a bit funny in places, but that's been kind of expected now. It's kind of a, yeah, whatever, that's gonna happen. So we're gonna make this little area a new small commercial area. Just use the straight line tool. We'll drag that out to, say, there. Drag it out to about here, actually. This. Let me go in between. No. I can do it here. There we go. Cut that there. Put this there. And connect it like so. This will just be another commercial area. Crammed into there. Just throw some more housing into here. Use this fill bucket. There we go. See the commercial grow. Throw a small park in here. That'll make them happier. And cause some upgrades to increase our income. Not that it matters that much, because our income is really, really high. I don't know what to do with this area because the trains are in the way. My God, the traffic. Holy cow, the traffic. Abandoned buildings. There's so much empty area in the residential right now. Look at 14 of 18. 8 of 9. 19 of 24. 14 of 18. There's so much empty space in the residential. The residential demand is very low. The biggest demand is for commercial. And even then, it's kind of meh with the commercial demand a lot of the time. In a lot of areas. But for future expansions here, I'm going to drag this road out. Have to rise up a little bit. That makes for an interesting railway bridge, but hey, that'll do the job. That gives us access to the area on the other side of the train tracks. Oh, there needs to be water over here. I didn't put in water. Whoopsie. We got water now. And over here. I was going to put water in this area because we know we'll be building here eventually. There's the water supply. Okay. There we go. Probably add another little on and off ramp over here. Traffic is pretty backed up there. What is the fire department doing? Seriously. I know there's fire coverage here. Okay, maybe there's not enough fire coverage here. Maybe I should build another little fire station. Maybe they'll go off and, you know, put that fire out, perhaps? Building's abandoned. It's still delivering goods. Don't mind the fact the facility's on fire. Never mind that at all. The demand is nothing. Maybe I should just leave this running one day and let all the demand build right back up again. Practically have to be honest. Oof. A V-clinic. Throw this in somewhere. There. Yeah, but nope, it burned down, did it? Building is on fire. Oh, nope, it's being put out now. Yay! Good fire department. Doing its job. I'm getting low on anything. Still very good on power. Good on water. We need more incinerators. Where should we stick more incinerators? That's a good question. Where should we stick more incinerators? There's this entire unused area here. Start sticking them over here. To be sure that we have enough of them. There we go. They don't need power. They don't need anything else, so... these places here burned down. I should throw a fire department down here. Sorry, not really. Don't even know what I replaced. Maybe it was a super pharmacy? It was two pharmacies right next to each other? Concord Heights. Fitting name, seeing as it's on top of the mountain. Let's upgrade all these roads. Let's make them nice and tree-lined. This place is built up more. Take this. Polish that. Make sure it's still zoned, which it is not. There we go. Should be some much nicer houses coming up here now. Plenty of crematorium capacity. 16% cemetery usage. We could have a freaking national disaster come through and we still have the healing capacity for everybody. Hazard is low. Where's the hazard still high at? This place is lacking a fire department over here, apparently, even though there's a fire department right freaking there. I could cram in a big fire department. Oh, because of the one-way road. I know why. What we're now doing is finding where fire coverage is poor to non-existent, adding small fire departments in. Small problem here. I can't fix that problem, but not that big of a problem there. Places under construction. Some of those places are abandoned anyway. Oh my, this entire area has no fire coverage. How about health? It does have health. Good. Put a fire department right there. Stick a fire department right there. Stick another one right there. Now, there is fire coverage here, but they're just not doing anything? You're complaining about workforce, so poof. Poof. There needs better fire coverage. And in here is a problem, which is a pretty big one because this is the oil industry, which loves to explode. I can't cram that over there. through reducing the fire hazard. Reducing the fire hazard. Okay, we're good there. We have areas that don't really have coverage here. It's not very good coverage. Sorry. I should reduce the fire hazard there. So reduce the fire hazard there. And an entire area with no fire department, practically. Fix that. Oh, good. Because of that, this area is upgrading, too. Throw that in. That'll help that. This place can use a small fire department at the end of the street. It's causing all that industry to upgrade. And that only reduced the fire hazard by 2%. That was it. A whopping 2%. All of that effort. Was that a park? No, that was a commercial. Residential, I mean. Okay. And this just doesn't have any coal. So I'm going to probably demolish these power plants. Because they have no coal. And the oil plants have no oil. And they weren't getting shipments. I'm not sure why they weren't. Some stacked traffic. It's doing all right, though. It is moving. Let's see. And garbage has piled up. Stop emptying you. Stop emptying you. And stop emptying you. Go and pick stuff up. There's lots of stuff upgrading. Every ding is something upgrading. A lot of farms have burned down. Very low in my city, thank you for telling me that. These things are upgrading. That's very good. Residential demand is getting up there. I kind of want to upgrade all of this to medium, but we kind of know how well that worked the first time I did it, which was it didn't. I should just be able to, like, policies. Yeah, there's already a high-rise ban here. Just out of curiosity. oil is left under here? It's pollution. Here's resources. There's still a lot of oil left there. This place clean up? Yeah, it eventually does clean up. Ground pollution does eventually go away. How much oil is left over here? None. No oil left. Drained it all. Well, that leaves some oil out here on these islands, which will be pretty quickly drained. Ooh, farmland right there. A lot of it. And some farmland right there. Oil here. Oil there. Or farm, yeah. The entire area there is farmland. I have to be aware of that for when I expand. Kind of scary expanding in this direction. Mostly because the traffic is going to be a nightmare. But now it's just kind of like waiting for things to fill up to get the demand high enough. There's a bunch of industrial that's abandoned right now still because the demand is so low. Or they're just not having enough raw materials to function. So it's just waiting for everything that's open to fill. Hey. There's a lot for it to fill up with. Yeah, growth eventually does really slow down. Not because I'm still growing by 148 people a week, 164 now, with oodles of money. And land ships everywhere. Look at them go. The Great Land Titanic. But, yeah, there's no demand for anything, so I don't really want to build anything at the moment. This guy doesn't have enough goods. Who doesn't have enough goods over here? Ooh, you! That little place. Dino Oil. Doesn't have enough goods. Let's just look over the city. I did remember to start the timer, right? Yes, I did. Ding. Well, this area did grow up pretty quickly. One nice thing is, I can have this road go back into there, and this come off here as an exit. And one way that way, and one way this way. Very easily in this space here. And then the road ends. Okay, so I'll move it over slightly. Look at that and go, I don't really want to, because then it'll be really close to this and cause all sorts of bloody traffic problems again. Of course, no one ever said I had to do it over there. I could have put it over here. Or they can use that, too. Thinky. It's a bit of a thinky. But that is the timer going off, so we will see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Just kind of looking around. The situation everywhere. Thinking about it, because the residential, despite the fact there's demand for it, there's still room to grow. So, yeah. See ya.